I bet with Interbet only. They're a fantastic site. I've never had any issues with them. They are very professional. There's never a problem. You deposit money, 2 seconds later it's in your account. You withdraw, which I do very occasionally, and I believe it's also 2 seconds it's in your account.
I'll be on to race number 3, which will be the start of the place accumulator. There are 9 races carded at Hollywoodbets Scottsville, so time to get that place accumulator bet on will be 10 to 1. It's a maiden plate for fillies and mares over 1,400 meters. We'll have a look at the field and give you some ante-post betting market from Hollywoodbets. Number 1, Blowing in the Wind at 3 to 1. Number 2, Facile is at 14 to 10. Horse number 3, Morning on My Light. That's horse number 3, Morning of My Life, is at 8 to 1. Then we got another 8 to 1 shot, which is number 6, Little Black Gem. That's an 8 to 1 shot. And one more 8 to 1 shot. It's number 10, the Queen Bee, from the Wendy Whitehead stable at 8 to 1. So nothing creative from me with regards to selections here in race number 3, because I'm hoping for a form result. The unknowns in the race is obviously the one first-timer from the Allison Wright yard, Morning of My Life. I'll keep an eye on that in the betting market. But I'm expecting the winner to come from 1 or 2 runners, numbers 1 and 2. And I think both runners you could possibly double up in the place accumulator. Number 1, Blowing in the Wind, will be debuting for the stable of Allison Wright, used to be with Justin Snate. And on some of the form lines from Cape Town, and even that last start in KwaZulu-Natal, where it was tried with blinkers, this filly over 1,200 meters, ran a good race behind Blue Palace. So from KwaZulu-Natal to KZN and to Allison Wright, and the stable we know is absolutely flying. Allison Wright, by the way, is on top of the log for the KZN trainers title. And the last time I looked, which was on Saturday, she was 2 ahead of Garrett van Zyl. So the race to the championship in KZN looks to be between those 2 trainers, because they have separated themselves from the balance of the trainers, and with only what we'll call it a month and a half left before the end of the season, I think that the champion trainer in KZN, which is judged on a number of wins rather than stakes, could come from Allison Wright or Garrett Wright, and it's a race to the line between 2 of them. But Athandiwe Mgutla, who rides for Allison, he's having a wonderful run. So number 1, Blowing in the Wind, wouldn't be a surprise winner first up for Allison Wright, as I mentioned, on some of those form lines that she does bring from Cape Town and KwaZulu-Natal. So number 2, Facile, Glenn Cotson's runner. Well, this has to be a huge improver in the race. This daughter of Vercingetorix. First up, they raced this filly over 7 furlongs, and she certainly wasn't disgraced. It was a field of 12. She did have a good draw and sat midfield, but she was only beaten 5.5 lengths, and I thought that was a good introduction, considering you're racing around the turn, etc. for the first time. Hollywoodbets Scottsville can be tricky. So they now keeping her over the distance. She's had a good look over this 1,400-meter trip on how the track is, and Richard Fourie will have a very good idea, having partnered her first up. So I'm not surprised that she is priced up as the favorite ahead of number 1, Blowing in the Wind. But Blowing in the Wind has attracted betting support on Hollywoodbets from 7 to 2 into 3 to 1, and number 2, Facile, is at 16 to 10. Of the balance of the runners, I'm going to say take your pick for trifectas and quartets. Very difficult to try and narrow it down. You could get a bomb result for 3rd and 4th, and if you get 2 nice roughies filling in those minor positions, you could get a nice dividend declared on the tote for that trifecta and quartet. But I think this could be the exacta play of the day, numbers 1 and 2, and I'm going to include both in that first leg of the place accumulator. If I had to choose one ahead of the other, it'll be 2 to beat 1 in race number 3.
My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.